Now we're going to look at graph types. You know my expectations on how to do graph. However, when you do graphs, you can get very, very different types of graphs. One type of graph is when you have your x and your y, and you get a straight line. Okay? As the x increases, y stays the same. So that means y is equal to b, and y is constant. There is no slope. Okay? And, well, there is a slope. The slope is 0. And it is already a straight line. So that is all you have to do. When you do a graph and you get something like this, that means something is constant. So that something is what's staying the same, which is y. So y is equal to some constant. A graph is like the one I did in the example. Okay, it is a straight line, so that means it's linear. Okay, it is as x increases, y increases at some rate. Okay, so what do we have? No, this is math. This is y is equal to mx plus b, whereas m is our slope. And remember, slope is equal to the rise over the run, taking points off your graph. So this is our second type of graph. Now our third is where they start looking different. Here's our y and our x, and it looks something like this. It is no longer linear. Okay? As x increases, y decreases. Okay? This graph is inverse. Inversely proportional. And I cannot spell P Okay, so it is an inversely proportional graph. Well, we can't really do anything with that. We only deal with straight lines. So we have to make this a straight line. And to do that, we have to adjust the data. So we have to make it a straight line. We know it's inversely proportional. And from math class, we know if we regraph this, where this is our y, and this is 1 divided by x. So we have to make another column in our data table that's a 1 divided by x. And when we graph that, it becomes a straight line. So this is called linearization, or linearizing our data. Okay, so if you get a graph that's inversely proportional, you have to graph 1 over x to get the correct information. Okay, the next type of graph is one that's parabolic. Okay? So from algebra, you should remember it's a parabola. It's not a straight line. And we need to linearize it. And to do that, we graph y over x squared. When you do that, you get a straight line, so it becomes linearized. And then we can find the slope and carry on. Final type is an inverse parabolic. It looks like this. Okay, so that means, again, not straight. So that means we have to do something to it. If you ever get one of these, you're going to graph your x. You'll do nothing to it. You will change your y. And that will give you your straight line. So y squared versus x is linearization process for the above graph. It's now linearized. So now we can find the slope of the line and information about that graph. Okay, so these are the 5 different types of graphs that you can see in physics and how to make them a straight line. You need to write these in your notes so you have them with you at all times.